Addiction is not a death sentence.
You are now about to witness the greatest show on earth. Music in Mayhem. Music in Mayhem.
I'm Manny Vitale.
It's Skylar Ray, baby. This is Music in Mayhem.
What's going on, folks? How you doing? I'm Manny Vitale, co-host of Music in Mayhem, and you know what? We always say 7-ish. Well, let's just say it's definitely ish. We even got a little 8-ish going on here. So you know what? Let's just get this thing started here. There's OG, and you know what? Let's just get right into
put me right off in the
my
green
brother
room.
Skylar. Let's jump right in and get us all going here, man.
How does the mic sound now?
That sounds better.
Yeah.
I had my mic off and I was getting ready to say something at the end, and I was like, "Oh no!" I look over and I see like nothing's lighting up on my board, my soundboard, and I was like, "Huh." Okay.
Oh, no wonder it doesn't sound right.
We were dealing with some technical difficulties right before we went live, but it is taken care of now.
It happens a lot.
Yeah, it happened last time I was going live with Kevin. Right, I mean, we were about to go live, and all of a sudden, I went
your
to grab
green
some
light
water,
turns raw
and
yellow.
And all of a sudden, I come back, and OG's like, "The screen's gone. I didn't touch anything.
I didn't do it."
And I look, and Kevin's gone. Everyone's gone. Everything's gone. But anyways,
messing everything up.
Well.
But, yeah,
the long fingers that I have.
Sorry for it's way past 7-ish, and that's on me. Back to work right now, and it is a long day, man. It starts at 5:30-ish a.m. and it doesn't end till after 6 p.m. So then I had to work late tonight. So that's on me, but hey, it's okay. We are still here and we're doing it. So let's get this party
and there's
started.
Amber.
Okay. OG.
That's right.
Time to go to work, OG.
Go to work.
Amber. Yeah, here we go. Look who decided to show. All right,
if
now,
you want to
hey.
be truthful, Amber, so since you want to just be a little smart butt, check it out. It is only 5:08, so we are actually 2 hours early just for you.
Thank you.
What we do for you, Amber, and you pop up with that comment first. Yeah, look who decided to show.
Well, we got, and look at you calling out the old the shenanigators are getting ready to team up, and that's fine with me, man. Amber, shout out to you, honey. It's a Wednesday, it's hump day, it's throwouts. Positive thoughts. Amber.
And I just want to say congratulations.
Yep, we froze for a second. You know what? This we're still freezing up and stuff. I looked at the show I did with Kevin.
Yeah.
And ever since I switched to this new damn internet, it's been issues. And I think it was you and someone else said that it's because I'm not hardwired into the computer anymore. It's
that might make sense. Mine's connected to Wi-Fi as well. I've been slacking. My brother-in-law said he would do it for me because I want to get it hooked up straight into my computer because that will improve streaming quality. But also I want to get hooked into my PlayStation 5 because it lags up when I'm playing NBA 2K. I'll be going up for the shot and I'm like, it'd just be missing it. So it would have been a green bean.
Yeah, and that's like with this here, they start telling, I don't know shit about the IT, everyone knows that, but they start telling me about these numbers. They're like the input, the download, the upload, it's outrageous. It's all this stuff and how good it is. And then so I switch over, and what happens? It starts freezing up more. But anyways, Amber, I hope you're feeling better, Amber. Like I said, thoughts and prayers to you and everyone else out there. Oh, so what's new, everybody? John Tools in the house. This is kind of like a, let's throw everything up in the air and see what happens. So, Amber, let's start with you. Let's tonight's topic is Amber. You start the ball rolling. What do you want to talk about, Amber?
Well, she's not pregnant.
Okay. Well,
you know what? She had some lab work done.
Well, OG just made it clear that Amber is in fact not pregnant. So,
but do we know for sure though?
Yeah.
Oh, you said she had some lab work done. Okay.
Okay.
Congratulations to you, Amber.
And the other half of the shenanigators is in the house.
Oh, good. Jacqueline's in the house. Good. And John too
Hey,
went live.
Jackson,
Was live today.
yeah, I never said anything about Amber. She is lying.
Uh-oh.
So don't be jumping me in the comment section, all right?
Oh,
Yes,
and oh,
indeed.
you know what? We got to give a big, big shout out to our brother Tyler Thomason, who did his very first live podcast
Mhm.
a podcast show called Knocking Out Addiction.
Mm-hmm.
Knocking Addiction.
Yeah, I listened for a while. I was at
with
work
our
though.
sister from Sober Patrol Cat. And unfortunately I was at work, so I didn't see it live, but I'm going to be watching it. So huge congratulations to Tyler and Kat for the debut of Knocking Out Addiction with Tyler Thompson.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
go. Shout out to Tyler. Congratulations on your podcast.
Yeah.
I was able to catch some of it. And I'm proud of you, man. Just, like I told you in your messages, if you love it, keep doing it. Keep
You
going after it.
froze.
Uh-oh.
You're back.
Am I frozen like a
You're back.
pizza?
You're a frozen pizza. Hey, we got a sexual harassment case going on here.
Yeah, really. That's not
Do we?
good.
What's
this?
going on?
Nicole Bratney.
Yeah, let's read that one.
Door's been
Where's
my
it? Where'd it
doors have
go?
been
Where'd it
crap.
go?
I have been sales. My numbers are okay. Let's see.
She's been sexually harassed at work.
I've been sexually harassed at work. My doors have been crap. I have three sales, and my numbers are usually better. And one of my new guys got bit by a Rottweiler today at work. So, Nicole, how's things going?
Yeah, really. Good Lord.
I'm just messing, Nicole. Right, yeah, that's kind of like a big.
What a lousy.
You know what, Skylar? Go ahead, man. You take this one.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Nicole, sorry you're going through that. No one should ever
really
be sexually harassed, whether it's at work or at home. That goes for both genders. Make sure you speak up. Make sure you say something. Everybody has a right to not be sexually harassed. That's an awful thing to have. Just harassment in general. But then when you take it to the next level of sexual, I'm sorry you had to go through that. And the fact that someone got bit by a Rottweiler today, you would think that there would be no dogs in the office or wherever you at, because you said one of your new guys. So
I think they installed doors.
No, isn't it? I thought it was.
Was it doors or garage doors? Or
you know what, Nicole?
Nicole, give us some data.
I thought it was landscaping, which would make sense.
Yeah.
Well, she said my doors have been crap. So
yeah. All right, fill us in, Nicole.
There she goes. She's at the bottom right there. Hold on, let me grab this real quick.
Hey, Donald Blow.
Throat is acting up. All right, here we go. I'm about to pop Nicole up on here. She said, dang, coughing all of a sudden. I wasn't coughing all day. All right, check it out. So I forgot to mention there's an in-air guy that I'm working with who seems to hate women and causing major problems towards me disrespectfully. Totally not gentleman-like. I guess he didn't realize in America a woman can be president. That is very true, Nicole. I'll tell you what, we haven't had a president woman yet, but it can happen. So there you go.
It'll happen someday.
I wanted to razz you right there. Hope to put you in a better mood. Absolutely. Yeah, that's no good at all, especially like being sexist or putting down another gender is absolutely uncalled for. Just go ahead and private message me and Manny the address, and we'll pull up tomorrow and jump them. So there we go.
We'll take them out for you, Nicole. No one messes with the wolf pack. You take on one of them, take us all on, man. They don't go. Donald Blow's in the house. Yes, he's just getting home from work too. I thought I saw someone else. I did. Nicole, Donald, Jacqueline,
Amber, and John Toole.
And John Toole. Well, that sucks, Nicole, man. Sorry to hear that, man. But you know what? You're here with us now. So you know what? You can vent. You can
and I'm assuming you mean Arab, because this is Air of. Was it an Arab guy?
Or maybe it was at a door at an Airbnb. Nicole, we need data from you once again. Fill us in.
Yeah. Yeah.
There she goes. All right, you read this for me, Manny.
Assessment was completely uncalled for. I made it very clear that I grew up with 5 brothers, and I've had friends my whole entire life that had been closer than brothers, and this guy wanted to come over and hang out with me, and my husband was saying things like, let me get a lick thing that he couldn't hear, thinking he couldn't hear. Well, you know what, Nicole, that just done and over. You
Yeah,
know
really.
what? That doesn't go any further than this, man. You do the right thing, man. You let the whoever's in charge know, and make that report. Speak up, just like whoever it is that you, um,
Yeah, absolutely.
whoever is in charge, or whoever the chain of command,
Mhm.
basically is what you have to do at this point. Is chain of command. Whoever your
Yeah.
immediate supervisor manager is,
You got
bam,
you have to
nail
let
that,
them know.
and make sure it's all in writing. Paper trail is so important. Make sure you put a name, a date, location, a
Mhm.
time,
Even if you have to
anyone
keep it in your
witnesses.
pocket, if you
And
have
this
to
is coming
just
from
keep
my
it down.
police
Yeah,
stuff is
keep a
starting to kick
diary.
in right now as I'm talking to you. But please, you need the paper trail.
Mhm.
And mainly, if anyone else saw or heard, please
Yeah.
get names, times, and all that stuff. But
It's
the main thing
important.
is
It could
report it.
possibly save somebody else's life, even if you think it's uh inappropriate but harmless. Even if you report it, at least that it's documented. I know a lot of people, especially like me, coming from the streets. A lot of people don't like to um, ask for help when it comes to the law enforcement because they consider it
Mhm.
snitching. But here's the thing: you are a lady, and sexual harassment I think is on a whole different level. And on
Mhm.
top of that, you got to remember you're not in the streets no more. You are a civilian. You are a
Mhm.
civilian, and as a civilian, you have protection by the police. So if you're being sexually harassed, ladies, anytime, make sure you guys speak up because you
Yep.
never know when it could escalate, or you don't know what could happen with the next lady. So
Yep. So, and like Amber said, Nicole, you know what? And anybody, when you're on with us, you're here with family, and
that's
just
just that.
like Skylar said, man, you reach out to him, myself, OG, and
Yeah.
we'll do what we can do. But obviously, location has a lot to do with it. But please, definitely make an incident report as soon as possible. You can't wait. Don't wait a day. Don't wait 2 days. Don't wait a week, because you'll hear that all the time, man.
Mhm.
I'll have when I was with Detroit Police, man, we'd have people walk in and want to file a domestic or a sexual assault, and we start getting information. Okay, where did this happen? They give a location. Okay, when? um 3 months ago.
Mhm. Yeah,
Oh, it
doesn't
was
help.
okay. I mean, obviously, everything, we still proceed with everything. Nothing ever stops, ever. But it's like, and that is not judging anyone. Please don't ever think that. Don't
Yeah.
let anything like because, or don't everyone say, well, you didn't say anything for this long, it must be made up. No, because when something like that happens, there's a lot of things going on: fear, stress, embarrassment,
Yeah.
the thought of no one's going to believe me. And so but the bottom line, Nicole, is please make an incident report. Fill it out with as much detail as you possibly can, and we're here for you, man. But
Absolutely. And if you don't want us to jump them, you could always message OG. She'll take them out by death by bacon.
OG will
Well,
take
one of the
the
things I want you to, and I'm gonna say this, I want you to hear it. If he even gets close to you, say haram, and I want it hard. I'm gonna type it in
oh,
haram, which means very bad. That's in Arabic. Okay.
or you know what you do,
No, no, no. Or imshi. You could do that, but that's like walk
you
away.
well this
I'm gonna give you
person,
both of those, but
She's gonna give
he
you
think
both.
I'm
well,
gonna write both of them
he,
down.
just whatever your race is and all that, no is pretty universal. And when you put that hand up,
Yep.
this is stop,
Oh, there you
back away.
very good.
You another thing for everyone out there, you be as loud as you can, and as audible as you can, and as animated as you can. Bring attention to yourself. Yeah, you may feel embarrassed, but if someone's approaching you in a threatening way, you'd rather be embarrassed than assaulted. So if that happens, so Nicole, we got you, honey. We got you.
We got your back,
And
I promise.
so you
Well, I'm
know
glad
what?
you're here with us right now.
Yeah, we got you. Like Amber said, you're with family, man.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
You got your friend
uh
Skylar Ray in the dark right now. Over here. No, joking.
that yeah, you got the dark, and then you got us in the light here. You
And
go.
Nicole, I'm gonna message you later.
Yeah, we'll OG will
I'm gonna
message you.
message you.
The mighty
Chit
OG
chat.
has spoken.
Well, just little helpful hints.
So besides all this stuff that's going on, not besides, we're not belittling anything, but moving along here with anything else, and just again, man, is you got to do what's best for you, Nicole, and anyone else. But
I mean, what a day. Nicole's being harassed. Amber's not feeling well.
you
It's
know
like,
what? But you know
come
what?
on,
The
but you're
bottom
here.
line
We
is
love
we're
you
all
all.
here, though. We're
Mhm.
all here, just like we always say we will
Oh,
be.
wait a minute. He tried to kiss me. I grabbed him by the lip and knocked his teeth. Good girl. Woo.
Yeah, there you go,
Yeah,
man.
you
But
don't need
make sure-
us. Badass Nicole. Go for it.
Hey, that's
Oh.
the brat her. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, check it out. So look, tour does kick off this Saturday on the 17th. And I'm just
congrats.
pulling it up right now. So our tour sponsors are All City Print, 4D Recovery. We also have Kim Willer. She's a real estate agent. We have Steve's Garage, and then we also have Kayla's mom, Paige Mulcahy, sponsoring the tour. But this tour kicks off on the May 17th, which is Saturday. It's an all-day event. It's a relapse prevention, family barbecue, and resource fair. So make sure you guys show up and show out. Me and Kayla will be there. It is located 740 Southeast 182nd, Portland, Oregon. It begins at 10:30. They're gonna have all-day events, guys. They're gonna have speakers. They're gonna be handing out food. They're prepping for 1,500 people, and prepared to feed 1,300 people. So make sure you guys come out, get your free food. There's gonna be hamburgers. There's gonna be hot dogs. On top of that, me and Kayla will be headlining the night. I will be speaking. Also on top of that, me and Kayla will be performing. But we will have the merch table and we will be there all day. So if you are looking for deals on merch, make sure you slide through and come show some love for our first event of the year of the Road to Recovery Tour. This is our 4th annual Road to Recovery Tour. So show up and show out. Friday, I should hear back. It looks like we might be in Louisville, Kentucky on the 31st. And then we come back for a couple of days and we head out to Montana. Over in Montana, we'll be in Glendive, Montana, Sydney, Montana. We have 2 different events outside that are public. Also, we will be performing in the Sydney, Montana jail as well for all the inmates. And then we got a whole bunch of stuff, man. We got a few dates in Kentucky. I know we got 3 dates in Texas. Where else we going? We just locked in. We just booked our flights last night for Nebraska with the treasurer and the board over there with Tim Sheen over in October. Guys, this tour is going to last like 5 months, so dates are going to be popping up crazy.
Woo.
Most of our tour dates get booked as we go because people hear about what we are doing and they get excited. So just be on the lookout, guys. I will be constantly announcing tour dates. But the first one is Relapse Prevention Barbecue on the 17th. So make sure you guys come out. Don't come out for some free food. Come grab some merch. Come by the merch table, get a photo. You want me to sign something? I will. Whatever you guys want, I'm there for you guys. So let's make it happen, guys.
Well, we got some people here. We got John Toole wanted to know if you're coming to Chicago, Illinois.
We have nothing set up in Chicago, but I got a little birdie named Manny who says might be able to do Detroit, but we're just waiting to hear back. That might
we're
be
working
like
on it.
over there. We're working on it.
Keep
It's always
asking.
a long process.
Mhm.
Yes, indeed. Oh, and I
we
might
al-
also
also-
be heading up to Tennessee as well, along a bunch of other states. Come to Bama.
We
Lori,
got our friend Lori.
Next year.
We're
Next year,
working on
Lori.
it.
Yes, indeed.
We
You guys are going to Bama.
we are going to actually
Athens.
Lori, our sister from Athens, Alabama, who the only reason now I'm saying y'all and fixing and grits, she fixing to make me some grits.
Uh-huh.
And I said, what's a grit?
What's a grit?
And so Lori is
You never
gonna
had grits?
after
Nope.
I told her I go, I just gained 26 pounds. And she goes, oh, when you come down south, we are going to feed you. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Lori in Athens, Alabama. We got we will go through Skylar all those dates again for the tour, and we putting those out so everyone can get those as well. And we'll just keep doing that as they go. We'll announce them beforehand and then check them off and then go to the next one. We'll go. And we're out right now. We're going to be meeting up with them in August. We've got We're actually getting ready to head out tomorrow morning. We
Mhm.
are heading to New York. We are flying out tomorrow morning to White Plain, New York, with our brother Anthony Morrissey and his wife Mimi and his family they're with the Brian Cody Brothers and Sisters Foundation, which we are all going to be part of in August. But we are heading out tomorrow morning until Monday to do shows Saturday and Sunday. But we are actually meeting up with Coach on Friday.
Friday.
And
I'm
it's boat
jealous. I'm
time.
so jealous.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
so
Well, yeah, we're getting. Hopefully, the weather's going to cooperate. We're going to get some R&R with Coach and his family and enjoy the boat. And then it's time to go to work. Though we've got 8 shows lined up in 2 days in Connecticut, and then flying back. And then in June, our girl Lori in Athens, Alabama, June 6th and 7th, we are going to be doing the addiction eviction event, where I have been very blessed by Lori to not only ask to speak at the event, but to kick this sucker off and be the lead speaker at it. So I'm very honored to that for that honor, Lori.
Mhm.
We do have
Come here, Mom.
a couple of things that have been posted, and that obviously it's by more than one person. I don't like to say anything myself unless I hear it myself, but this has been posted by numerous people now, and this is something that um, I'm going to start it right here from Lori, for a very special person, Joe Nestor. I don't have the details, so I'm not going to give any details except please pray for Joe. And just leave it at that. But thank you so much, Lori. And actually, you know what? Up here as well. Not only Lori, Jacqueline.
Oh yeah.
So Jacqueline, thank you for that. And like I said, I don't like to post stuff unless it's 100%. So
Yeah.
yeah. So Jacqueline, thank you so much for posting this. Lori, thank you. And whatever is going on, all of our thoughts and prayers are with Joe Nestor and his family and all of us here. So thank you guys.
And let me look and see if I can find anything on that.
Krista, hey, Kat. What Kat said, I gained weight and sobriety. It means you're getting healthy. Kat, I love you. Thank you. Kat, I knew.
Hey,
we were
check it out. Hey, check it out. So I just started. I'm not gonna do it every single day. I'm pushing myself till Saturday, but I'm gonna pay attention to my body. I just started doing the liquid diet 2 days ago. I've lost 5 pounds in 2 days. So we gonna keep at it right before tour. Hopefully take it off. But for the last like 10 days, I've got back. I fell off my workouts for like a month. At least not being consistent, But last like I don't know 9 days, 10 days, whatever it's been. I've been getting up nice and early. Well, I always get up early, but up early. I'm in that ice bath. I'm getting out. I'm working out. I'm hitting the sauna. Doing my electrolytes, my aminos, going for my run. So it's been incredible. I wish I would have done it soon. I took off a little bit of weight right at the beginning of the year, and then I kind of just been balanced for like the last month and a half. But I'm excited to be able to take some more off because tour time is coming, and I'm super excited for it. My body feels good. I'm just working out. My limbs feel better, and I'm excited. I've been doing that couple shots of protein in it, of protein powder. I've been doing the powdered peanut butter, doing some yogurt, doing a banana, and just it's been so incredible.
That's one thing I'll give OG, man. She's good when it comes to the nutritious stuff. I work with a good buddy of mine, Dan, who this guy, he's a beast too, man. He's our foreman at Wolverine Harley, and he eats so good. He'll be in the back having a breakfast. He'll have some yogurt. And just all such good stuff. And here I come walking in with my Coke and a honey bun. And and this is after my first day back when I walked in and everyone was like, "Hey, what's up, big guy?" And they all rub my belly like a Buddha. I'm like, okay, it's like everyone's gonna make a wish. And but I know you lost some weight, and
I did.
You
I
know,
did. I'm down. I think like 20 something pounds right now.
you're
Like I
down
said,
20 something, and I'm
yeah,
up
I'm down 20 something
26.
pounds. I'm about 20 pounds away from my weight that I want to get. But when I get down to that weight, I would like to be that weight, but muscle, not as much chunk, if that makes sense.
Oh
Because
yeah,
I want to.
Absolutely.
Because if I the 20 pounds where I'm from, if I lose, I'm still gonna have some chunk, but I'd rather just be like solid, not solid muscle, but I want some good muscle. I want some arms. I want some chest.
well, it's
Because I'm
funny.
not
What's
letting Manny take boardwalk from me when we're in Dallas, Texas, or wherever we're at. I'm not letting it happen. I'm gonna flex up. I've been working out
Well, I
for 4
tell
months,
you, you know,
right?
and it's funny too because talking about muscle and how you
Yeah,
want to go, because when I train people, some people who are new in training and diet,
yeah,
nutrition, they'll come in, and some of these guys are overweight, and they're like, well,
yeah,
I know it's going to be easier for me. I'm just going to change once this all turns to muscle. And it's like
it
there's
doesn't
two
turn
different
it
animals. It's like
doesn't
apples
turn
and
to
oranges.
muscle.
Oh, you can't. It's you can't. And the big thing though is when I would trade women. Women
yeah,
would come in and I'd start training them, and they're like, okay, this is what I want. My goals. Okay. And the first thing I tell them, do not get on that fucking scale. Do
Mhm.
not get on it because you're going to be very upset with me. Because now we're weight training. We are
Mhm.
lifting weights.
your
We are
muscle for so
so
much.
muscle weighs, yeah, and muscle weighs more than fat. So here
Yeah,
I go buy your clothes, go buy your pants, your shirt, go buy how your clothes are fitting. Because I would have some of these girls come in, and by their second or third week, they're coming in, they're like, I feel so much better. And all of a sudden they'll come in, they're like, damn it, I just gained 6 pounds. But
yeah,
it's muscle,
Yeah, but you
it's
lost
right?
different.
You
inches,
lost
It is.
I mean.
inches. But
I'm telling you what. Last year, I was doing like no, like 2 years ago, and I felt probably the best I ever felt. I worked out for like 60 something days straight, switching different muscle groups. I was eating like 5 meals a day, but I was eating small meals. Like one meal would be like a can of tuna, one would be like a protein shake, one would be, and I was eating the 5 or 6 meals a day, right? But it was like high protein, and I
Mhm.
only lost about 10 pounds. But I've never been a guy to have muscle. And that was like the most muscle. I was like lifting weights and doing push-ups, and I was like, yo, I actually like I saw it like in the mirror when I was like lifting. I was like, holy crap,
mhm.
I've never seen so much muscle on me in 2 months, but I only lost 10 pounds, right? And I was doing so much work. It's because I was losing fat, but also I was gaining muscle, you
Mhm.
know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm excited, man, to
Well,
just be at it. My body feels great. The ice bath has been making, my thoughts crystal clear. It's been healing me, and then also to hit that sauna afterwards. Usually when I've tried to lose weight before, I would just do straight cardio. And I would run 5 miles a day, walk, do this, but run 5 miles a day on top of all the other stuff. And it's crazy because I'd get skinny, right? I'd get skinny and hit like my ideal weight, and but as soon as I stopped working out, my old eating habits, I just gained it right back.
see,
And
yeah.
but here's the thing, it was stripping running was stripping muscle away from me too. So I was
Correct.
just like skinny, no muscle, no fat,
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
you cannibalize your body, and that's the thing too,
Yeah,
man. I mean, and that's what I love it when I got some people that'll pop on here, and I know you mean well when I'll talk about my injuries and my surgeries,
yeah,
and then something will happen, and then people jump on here. Well, you're doing too much, and you shouldn't be lifting that, and
Mhm,
you shouldn't be
mhm,
doing this.
mhm,
You
mhm,
shouldn't,
mhm.
shouldn't, shouldn't. I'm like, thank you. First of all,
yeah,
I appreciate the concern, and but I have been training for 32 years. I got certified as a certified weightlifting trainer by the U.S. Olympic Committee. So I do know what I'm doing. I just obviously don't listen to myself at times. But the one thing that I would have people who come in and they say, well, I work out, 3 months and then I take 3 or 4 months off and then I work out. It's like, that's not how this works, man. It's a
yeah,
lifestyle and it's something. And you don't have to come to the gym. I was working like 6 days a week, but that's me. That's my happy place there. But if you want to do a good program, and you get into the gym at least 3, 4 times a week, and you don't have to spend 2, 3 hours there, man. Just
no,
get in with a trainer. If you're new at it, but it has to be a lifestyle. If you want to go in
Mhm.
and make this decision, it's got to be a life-changing decision, just like becoming sober. You're not kind of sober. Like, I'm only going to drink, that's not how it works, man.
No, it isn't.
And
I'm
but same thing with
excited.
working out.
And that's why I'm
Yeah.
trying to build the healthy habits.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I take it off, I'm trying to keep it off.
Yep.
Keeping the cardio low, only walking a mile and running a mile, just to keep it low and keep me active, because I do need to build up my cardio with tour coming around. Because it's a lot of running around, it's a lot of physical activity, right? I need to be able to run and have breath. But I'm excited because I've been doing my little workout videos. So it's like all weights, different, like each day is like different body, moving to this, moving to that. One day it's shoulders and arms. One day it's like lower body. One day it's abs. Take a day off, and then it's all of them at muscle groups. Like it switches it up. But I'm really excited because like my focus this time is the weight will come off, but I'm trying to build muscle as I do it, but also do it in a way that I'm able to take care of my body.
Oh, that's what you got. Yeah,
good.
it's actually. Speaking of taking care of our bodies, man, we got to give some prayers to our sister, Kat. She's having some neck surgery, and I know that we were discussing that in the past, Kat. So lots of prayers to you, man. Let us know when your surgery is, so we can, well, definitely prayers to you all the time. But yeah, definitely praying for you, honey, and let us know when it is.
Send love your way.
Yeah. And just speaking of Kat, I just looked up above Kat, and we got our Mr. Podcaster. Just because you're going to be some big shot podcaster now, Tyler, don't forget you already made it public on this show that you are going to be walking out to your first sanctioned match to Skylar's music. So I'm just saying, man.
Don't lose track of the MMA.
Now he's gonna sit. Now he's going all Joe Rogan on us, and so that's
MMA,
awesome, Tyler.
Podcasting, Tyler, you can't one up us, baby. Check it out. So Manny was like, "You can get it started tonight," and I was like, "I'm not carrying the show for 45 minutes, 30 minutes." I was like, "Nah, brother, nah." Well, here's the thing too. So if you guys do not know, one thing I hate doing is going live. I don't know why. I hate going live.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I hate it. I absolutely do. But I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it when I do it with you. And it's nice that I don't have to be the only one talking the whole time. So I do enjoy it. But I do it because I have to do it. It's part of this is one side. Not only that, we're able to get our clips, we're able to get content. Social media is made for that. We need that for our brand. Right. But on top of that, it gets me more comfortable just doing it. And not only that, but I get a chance to do something with you. Right. I took that leap of faith because of friendship. And so that's why it's like, you're like, oh, go live without me for a little bit. I'll jump on. I was like, hell no. So I texted her. I'm like, brother, I'll just wait for you.
It's so funny because I'm trying, and Lori, Lori, I'm sorry. Because I can't. In fact, we had a memo. There's no, in case anyone's watching from Wolverine, I was not answering any phones. But so it's like during lunch and all that, I'm trying to do this really quick. So when I found out about I was going to be late, I shot Skylar a real quick message. I go, listen, gonna be late. Just go on, and as soon as you get home, I'll pop on. And I just sent it, and I didn't bother looking for a response and all that. And then I was expecting just to see, all right, see you tonight, brother, and that's it. And then it was like, we'll just wait. It was like, oh,
we'll just wait.
Now,
that is one thing with me. I don't mind going live for 15, 20 minutes, but I don't want to be on for 45 minutes by myself.
We got a message for you, Skylar, from Amber. Okay, I don't know if you saw this. You were talking about, you lost the weight, you lost this and lost that. Yeah. Well, Amber says you lost it, Skylar, and I found it. So
beware, Amber. Make sure don't want to find any more, because I am right now a madman driven on it. I'm hoping I keep it up because I fall off quite a bit. That's one thing I've never been consistent with in my life is a workout. I go really hard for like a month or two, and then I disappear, right? So Amber, be on the lookout because more weight's coming your way.
Oh, she's loving that, right?
I'm just looking at Lori when we were talking about training and working out and training. Yeah. Lori thought I said I was trading women. I'm like a broker, a
Well,
woman
if my
broker.
strawberry banana shake ain't done by the time I leave this room,
Jeez.
we might be.
um,
Just joking.
let's see. Wait a minute.
Amber says they say exercise is as it moved up on me is as good as an antidepressant. I think that's what Manny was talking about. Really helps him. It's his happy place.
There was someone else.
Actually, scientifically, it is.
Oh God, she said actually. Here we
I
go.
had I had to put together a paper that I had to give to people about the mental health benefits of exercise, and there's more mental health benefits than there are physical benefits. It's just you can
Okay.
see the physical benefits, but the mental health.
Oh, and that's one thing I'll tell people when they first. I love training people who have never trained before. And usually when it's the guys, they all come in. You know, just like when I at the gun range, when I get guys that come in and girls that come in that are first time shooters, you know, the guys always, you know, they're macho shit, and you know, the girls come in and they listen. Same in the gym, they'll come in and the girls are the best, man. They especially if they've never trained, they don't have bad habits to learn, and they listen so good. And like Amber's, same thing. You go by the clothes, not the scale.
Correct.
And Krista said the same thing. It said no scale. No scale.
Scales make it horrible.
Hey,
Scales make
Leroy.
especially like if you working on it, and then you go to weigh yourself after like a week of eating good and scales, and you're like, oh, sick! I did all that work and I'm down to like 0.2 pounds. If I keep this up, I'll lose 10 pounds in the next 5 years. Sick, you know.
Yeah, but if you put on 10 pounds of muscle, you're going to look like an Adonis.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited to flex on people. I already told Kayla, when I get down to my ideal weight, put on that muscle, I'm going to do the whole tour without a shirt. I'm going to pull up to the treatment center and hop out. Well, I'll be the one driving. I'll get out like, oh, we here yet? Let me put a shirt on. You know? No, just joking.
And then she's like, yeah, Skylar's like, and I ain't gonna take no shit when we start negotiating for hotels and stuff. There ain't gonna be no playing, man. She's like, ah.
I told her I'm gonna put like a 45-pound kettlebell in front of all the doors, so people have to come ask me to get inside doors. They're like, hey, can you move that for me, big guy?
There you go. And I got my brother Tyler, man. I tell you what, brother, when you come to see us, is Tyler, I think, aren't you coming to Alabama?
I think he is.
Man, we'll talk, brother. Let's see what there was some other one. Nicole, I feel better eating healthy. Oh, Nicole, I feel better eating healthy mix. And that's what I wanted to say. You're talking about just like what Skylar was saying. I remember I had this young guy. His wife was a patient at our clinic, and he came in and we were talking about exercise and training. And he said, he goes, I really want to start working out. And ended up, he lived really close to me. And so I go, well, I train people, and I started training them. And the one thing I always tell people, I go, please, man, I won't give up on you. Don't give up on me. Don't quit. And he was great, man. I worked this guy, and I enjoy pushing very, very hard. And I'm working this guy. And at one point we were training arms, we were training buys. And we were like, okay, man, grab some water. And I turned around and I could see him in the mirror, and he went to drink out of his water bottle. He picked his arm up like this. He went like that, and he got stuck, and he had to take his other arm and pick it up because his thighs were blown. And he goes, you know what? He goes, I'm going to a family reunion in 3 weeks. And we were already training for almost a month and a half, 2 months. And he was so excited. He was kind of a quiet guy, not overly shy, but quiet. And he kept talking about his brother was always the athlete, his brother this, and the family, the brother that. As the weeks went on, we're in the gym. I could just, I was watching him. I was making little notes about him while we were training, about little things, and just the change in him, mentally. As we're talking, he's just opening up and just laughing and just being more outgoing. And then when it came, it was that weekend for his family reunion, and he went, and oh my God, that following Monday, he called me over the weekend from there, and he goes, all it said was, I love you, I love you, I love you. And I was like, I go, I'm seeing somebody. And he goes, I can't wait to the gym. I got to talk to you. We walked in, he comes running up and literally he's hugging me. And he goes, I got to thank you so much. He goes, I goes, it's never about me. It's always about my brother at these reunions. And he goes, every person when they walked up and saw me, they were like, "Oh, Mike,
nice.
he's like Mike." He goes, "Mike, look at man," and just the change in him. But he said, just not only that, but not only did he physically, he goes, but emotionally, he goes, I felt so good about myself because I kept telling him, and he's thinking to me about training him. I go, I showed you what to do, but you're the one who lifted the weights. You're the one who showed up. You did it. I just gave you that boost. And so that, just like you said, man, it was the emotional high is just as good, if not better, man.
I've got to share a comment
Go ahead.
From Amber for Manny. She goes, Manny, she wants Manny to lead us on a workout live in leg warmers.
Hell yeah.
So we'll get you some leg warmers, Manny.
Hey, you know what?
Hey, you want to
for
stack
this
some
family.
subscribers on your Facebook? There you go, man. Yeah.
Hey, I tell you what, we always say we'll do anything for our family.
Absolutely. What up, Brandon?
And here,
hey, Brandon. So we got Brandon Hughes in the building. Brandon, I believe you're my Sandpoint, Idaho guy. Somebody might be setting up a show for me out there in a couple of months. I'm not sure if they're looking at a partner up with somebody to kind of get the word out and kind of help with the event. I believe they are handling the cost for booking me. So I will try to reach out to her and see maybe you guys can help out with what you guys are doing to kind of help out with that event and get the word out and things like that. Because I think that's what they're stressing on. They got the cost for me to come out. So Brandon, I'll make sure I holler at you. That will be in Sandpoint, Idaho. Go ahead, take it away with Tyler.
Yeah, just like we were just still talking, man, how not only what did it say? Here it is. MMA has helped my mental health more than anything. As my crazy as that. No, it's not crazy at all, man.
It's scientific.
Yeah, I mean, you got those endorphins going.
There you go.
And you know, it's just that natural high that before there somebody was. I think it was Lori. I think Lori made a comment earlier. Where's pound cakes? There you go, Lori. But Tyler, no, man, you are spot on. And after a while, that's like when you first start training, man. I remember having some of these people in here, and it was so funny because it was like husband and a wife, and the wife, you know, just was, you know, Manny, thank you. It was so nice. You're wonderful. You're this. And I'm like, trust me, in a couple weeks, you are going to hate my guts. And she's like, oh, no. Sure as shit, man. Once it got into like the third week and all that, we were doing a leg day. And she came up the next day. She walked in, walked right up to me, and she goes, I fucking hate you. And then and walked away and started her warm up. And then, but it was, and that means a lot to me. It's like, thank you. But no,
I mean, you doing something right.
Okay. But I got the stink eye. She's like, you just woke me up. Wait, watch this. I'll get her going. Bacon. Bacon. Who wants some bacon? Pound cake. You want some bacon? You want to eat? Susie. She's like, pound cakes. Did you just say bacon? Is that Manny? That's Manny? Bacon. Bacon. Bacon.
Is that Manny?
Hey, remember?
Who's that, Mamas? Remember him?
Hey, remember me? We're Bacon.
Your best buddies.
Oh my God, that night was so funny. Pound cake was a riot. Oh, she was so cool.
I was so surprised. You know, I honestly think not only it has to do with like the gift that you said, like gifted animals, like when we talked about one of our talents, right? We talked about animals love us.
I think
that was obvious that she loved you, and which means you are correct because she usually doesn't like guys. But here's
you brought a present. You brought and he's not kidding either. Skylar brought a stuffed animal you brought something.
She's like afraid of guys. I don't know what it is. She's afraid of guys. I brought like a stuffed
a monkey. Was it a monkey like or something? Or no, it was a stuffed toy.
Like what's the guy the Bigfoot? It looks like a Bigfoot guy.
Oh yeah. So he's like, here, give this to her. It's like almost like a peace offering, you know.
Peace offering,
and here, give it to her. Man, we didn't have time. It walked in, and it was so cool. It was
she
so
loved
cool.
you. I also think
Oh,
it's because he's been hearing your voice for months leading up to the event.
you know what? I
It
remember
might
you
be
On
said
the
part of
that.
it,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. You want help
It's,
on mine?
oh,
Okay, you
there
take
it
it away. I'm
is.
gonna put her out real quick. I'm not
You
going
got
anywhere.
it. Leading us wearing leg warmers. Oh,
Yeah.
Amber.
Mhm. But I'm looking,
Then we
there's a
got
lot of
my
lot
brother Leroy. He's going to look like a miniature Popeye the Sailor.
ah,
My brother, I knew I could count on you, my man.
but there's a lot of
Um,
people who've had a lot of back surgery in our family. Wow. A
yeah,
lot of folks
well,
and
I'm telling
upcoming
you,
back
we
surgery, neck surgery. Oof. We got to get a prayer circle, something going
yeah,
on.
well, we're here
Yeah.
for each other.
Yeah.
Hey, Felicity's in the house.
She sure is.
Let's
Felicity, how
go,
are you,
baby.
man? You know what? I'm
Whoa.
sorry. Whoa, Felicity, and there's
Whoa.
Brandon. I was way behind. You're right, man. Um,
Yeah, a lot of comments.
Rainbow
that's
colored
where
leg
having.
warmer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're gonna. Oh, yeah.
Why
We got.
not?
Where'd that go? I gotta get rid of that. We get rid of
Ah,
She's being
that.
picky right now.
Skylar says, "Hell yeah!" That's from Tyler.
Hell yeah. America.
and
Merc-
he rarely works out his legs, but he's got great legs, and he just doesn't work them out. I don't know what.
Felicity.
I don't know.
Wait, Amber, which said, just literally started my daily walks again about 2 weeks ago and feel better already. It's, you know what? It's just, you don't have to have some crazy ass off
You
the
don't.
charts workout program, man. In fact, you just nailed it, Amber. For the ones who are just starting, especially if there's an injury or an illness or anything that's in play, please do not set yourself up for failure by doing too much too soon. Get out there like Amber, just take a walk, man. Take like pound cake, man. Just if you got a pound cake or well, Susie, but
Get out the
just
room and
take
go
a
for a
walk,
walk.
man. Yes.
No, it makes a difference, and that's one thing I'm doing this time is trying not to burn myself out because I get burnt out. Like at the beginning of the year, like it's not that I got burnt out, but I fell off. But a lot of times, like I'll work out for like 2-3 hours, and I'll be hitting it hard for like a month, and then I'm just like, then you get tired, and excuses start coming by. You're like, well, I don't have 3 hours to spare today. Things are busy, and it's like, well, just do something, just be
Yeah,
active.
30 minutes then. 30
Yeah,
minutes.
and
30
do
minutes.
and that's why if you're going to really commit to this, and if you're serious about it and you're going to go to the gym and all that, please get a trainer and look into it. Just don't take this seriously because it is, but make it's fun. It really is. As long as you get the right trainer, ask a lot of questions, talk to family, friends, and all that. Because what the last thing you want to do is look at going to the gym. It's like, oh man, I don't want to do this, because you get there. But you want, I'll change shit. Because it can get mundane. I'll see some of the guys I've been training with for 30 years who'll go in there and they'll do chest and tries. The next day, back and buys. The next day, shoulders and legs. But they'll do inclines. Then they'll do flat. Then they'll do flies. And then the next day I see them, I'll go watch. They're going to do preacher curls and they're going to do hammers. They do the exact same thing every single day, and it gets boring as hell. So I like to change it around, man. Superset, make it different. And besides that, it shocks your muscle. If you're going to do just preacher curls all day, every day, you ain't going to get shit. Switch it up to a preacher hammer or switch it up to a cambered bar reverse.
You don't know what you're
It's
talking about.
Hey, you know what I do? I watch a girl. I butcher her name. Her name is Giovanni.
I know.
Or Carolyn Giovanni, and I
That
watch her
sounds
YouTube
familiar.
videos. And she's been doing it for a long time, but she has YouTube videos out. So I grab my weights. I put the YouTube because we have a whole gym room right at our house with the treadmills, ellipticals, row machine, weights, kettlebells. We got mirrors all over the wall. We got the TV up hanging. But I like that we throw on her videos and we work out with her. So she tells you how to do everything, and she always switching it up. So when I come, it's always a different video, and I don't have to guess what it is or take the energy to put in, okay, what am I going to do? I got to hit this. Nah, because she's on point with different muscles and different things. I'm like, whatever Carolyn's doing. And it's crazy because like this girl, she's like skinny, but she's also like action figure type, like skinny girl, and she's like this little blonde, and like she's doing weights, and she's like, oh, I'm doing 30s. on each arm, and I'm like, damn, she's beating me. I need to step my game up.
Oh man,
This
and
little skinny
that's
blonde, yeah, and I'm like, holy crap, she's strong as shit.
oh man, and that's one thing I love too is people will get that they'll get it wrong, man. They'll walk into the gym and they'll look at these beasts and they're like, man, that son of a bitch, he's huge, he can lift a ton. A lot of times they can, but that I've worked out with guys that are half my size that are hanging with me and going heavier back in the day, and they're just wired because it's all tendon and ligament strength, man. I mean, and that's why I'd get some of these guys that I train with that were juicing big time. And the most I ever benched in my life was back in I'm 59. I was 30 some years old, and I did 410, I think, 3 times. And some of these guys that I would train with, we'd warm up with like 315, just pound it out. Some of these guys were doing 410 for reps, and a good friend of mine ripped his pec right in half.
Ouch.
And it just popped. And he's like, man, he goes, it wasn't even heavy. I go, dumb man, because it was the juice, man. He was taking so much shit that his strength was through the roof. But your joints are supported by ligaments and tendons. And there's almost so much stress they can take, and then they snap. But yeah, so
yeah,
but that was
I'm
crazy.
in the walk before I crawl stage. I'm just using like 20-pound dumbbells. I got me like a 40-pound kettlebell, or I think it's a 30-pound kettlebell. But that's good for me right now. I'm a little guy. I'm getting back into it. We're talking about on and off, mostly off of working out my entire life. So I have to start small. Like I can't be out there throwing big things. Like, my main goal for losing weight was not only for confidence, but to feel better about myself. And to look better, right? I know I look decent right now. But I still I have images of what I want to be. I want to be skinnier. Everybody's like, "Oh, you look good. You're perfectly fine." It's like, yeah, but I want to be littler. So this is what I want. These are my goals. These are what I'm going to aim for. But yeah, I'm super excited for the journey, Manny. It's really cool. It's been, all year long, and it's about time, man. It's about time. I've been, at one of the heaviest I've been in my entire life for the last 2-3 years, on and off. So it is time. It is time.
It is, and with that too, man, it's just like, again, just don't set yourself up for failure, man. It's like I'm going to do this, this, and this, and because I would have people when I bring them in to train them, I just get all their history, and at the very end, I would tell guys and girls, like, and it was so funny. These 2 girls, God bless them, man. I'd always say for if the guys, okay, what are you looking for? Are you looking for strength training? Are you looking for bodybuilding? Are you, what are you looking for? And if they'd say bodybuilding, I want to get bigger. Okay. Well, I'd say, look around the gym and point out someone that you like their size, their shoulders or whatever. So I could see what you want. And they pick out like that guy over there. Okay. And I had these 2 young girls one time. They were probably 18, and they came in and they're asking about working out. So I got to that part. Anyone in the gym, and they said, oh yeah, that girl over there would love to look like her, who happened to be a very good friend of mine, Linda, who I trained with for about 15, 20 years, who was a pro. She would perform, or she was on stage, and they go, we're going on a cruise in 3 weeks. Can we look like that in 3 weeks? And I was like, no, no, you can't. I've been training with her for 15 years, and she's a no. But so be realistic with your goals, and you'll be fine.
Absolutely.
Oh, hey, we got an Amber update. Damn it. I was searching for my glasses again, and they were there under my earphones on top of my head.
Oh boy, can I really?
Oh.
You know what I just noticed, Manny? What I was looking at? I don't think we're live from any of my platforms.
No, you're not.
I see them at the top, but they're not. They're not live for some reason. Because I was on my Skylar Ray and Skylar Davis page just checking, and I don't see them live from them. So I apologize, guys. We're not going live from mine. But
I mean, I'm looking at all of them on here. It's got me. It's got you. It's got you. It's got
you.
Me.
But when I click on it, it says you are live. Manny's live. And then when I click on Skylar Davis, it says go live. And then when I click on Skylar Ray, it says go live. When I click on Music and Mayhem, it says go live. And then when I click on you, it says you are live. So your YouTube and your regular Facebook is live, but the rest of it isn't, if that makes sense.
How is that possible?
I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Well, we'll figure it out next time. So either way, look at the crew. Look at the crew. We got the crew in here. We got the comment section banging out. So we doing our thing.
Odd. Baby. Yeah, because even like when I do, after I click it, it's got like all the boxes all the way down, and it's got it says that. So it had all. I don't have any idea, but we will definitely look into it.
I'm about to click go live for mine right now.
Yep.
Randy Powers is in the house.
He just joined us.
The Power Man, Randy Powers. Go check out Randy.
You know what happened? You know what happened? Why it's not live? Oh, it's part of my restriction. Dude, so look, remember that restriction I text you about?
Uh-huh.
So look, guys, I said the word METH.
I don't even spell it.
You know what I'm saying? I
said a bad word.
And I was talking about, somebody was talking about, it was a video about drugs, and someone's like, oh, when you're on them, you don't eat. And I said, well, when I was on this drug, I used to eat a bunch. I actually gained 40 pounds. And I've never had a flag before, besides one time. But look, they banned me for a month. They banned me for a month from going live. So that is what that is about right there. So it is nothing on your end. It is on me. So guys, be careful because I wrote them and they were able to clear some of the restrictions. But it was AI automatically detected it and said I was promoting drugs because I was spreading awareness about my symptoms when I was on it. And so like it hit me with it, right? And it's crazy because the only flag that I've ever been flagged for before, I'm very careful with my Facebook because I look at it as my brand. It's the way I get things out, right? The only other time I've been flagged before is a couple years ago. Somebody posted a picture of their dogs. They were little puppies. And I said, aw, cute doggos. And AI flagged it as inappropriate and sexual by me saying doggos. And
really?
you go to dispute it, right? And the people that dispute it is the AI that catches you. Like I disputed it, and then within like 20 seconds, it came back and said AI technology determined that they were in the right, and you were still banned. And I was like, how is the word doggos dog sexual inappropriate? You know, so this would technically be the second time I've been flagged. This time I get it. I did use an inappropriate word, and that was my drug of choice. So I got to be more careful on that. But I'm just, and the crazy thing that hurts my heart, it was a random post that wasn't even like a friend's post I was leaving love on. It was some video of a rapper that was under the influence, and I was just spreading awareness by pointing out my symptoms when I was on it, and I got flagged. And that now I can't go live for a month on my end. So
that's why with all this stuff, man, like I said, I have no idea what's going on. I just learn every day. So this is, and we got a alert from Amber. It says, oh no, don't be a habitual Facebook offender like me. My profile is still on high alert status for a couple years now.
Wow,
man, you know what? I don't even want to know what you said.
Woo. It must have been a heck of a conversation.
Oh man,
hey, I'm proud with my status because I've had my Facebook since 2007 or whenever they started. I know I've had my Skylar Ray page since 2014. So, and I've never had flags besides Doggo, and I said the drug name. So here we are.
Well, no matter what, we'll take care of it, man. With nothing can slow us down. Nicole said, I started at 20 counts a day and worked my way up to over 100. I'm not sure which
counting of what.
That's okay. I know you're. Were we talking about steps?
Some kind of exercise.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And now I can feel I really back muscles now, and I've only been doing them since I started my new job in March. So it does not take long. But yeah, you know what? Back, with these things that we were talking about, man. Once you get into a program, just make it fun. The last thing you want, if it's not fun, you're not going to do it. I mean, it was so funny because these people I would train would come in and they'd be once we got past that month, that first month, because it was new, they came in, they were learning new exercise, and they were exercising. They were feeling better. They were feeling their muscles. And so it was like, yeah. Well, then once we got past the orientation, and it was like, now we're going to kick it up a notch. And I started supersetting, and I started adding things on. And like the one set, she's texted me. She goes, I went to sit down. She goes, Manny, the text I got was, Manny, she goes, I just want you to know I was thinking about you. I went to take a shit. And I was like, oh, well, that was nice. And she goes, yeah, I thought of you because I went to sit down and my legs went out and I just plopped down. And she goes, and then she goes, the door was open. And she goes, my husband had to help me off the toilet because my legs were so damn sore. So, but you know what? I make sure all the people, the clients that I trained, I push them so damn hard within their limits. Safety is always first, but I made it enjoyable for them. And they said, oh, that was another thing. I was told many times that I do not know how to count because it would start out.
That's right.
Oh, I don't, because I'd say, okay, we're going to do 3 sets of 12. And we'd be going, and they get to about 9. I'm like, okay, keep going, 10. And they're like, okay. I go, keep going. And they do 11. And I'd say, okay, one more, 12. And I'd say one more, keep going. And they end up doing like 6, 7 more reps. Okay. They're like, dude, where'd you learn to count?
That's crazy.
Oh,
hey, here's the thing. Hey, OG, can you look outside? Do you have a window in there? Can you see outside?
I can take a look. I'm not far from a window.
No, you're good. You're good. I was just wondering if you knew what time it was out there.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
funny.
And for those of you who are wondering about that, when we were in our undisclosed location, OG,
you have a good memory. Wow.
OG says, hey, Manny. Yes. She goes, what time is it outside? And I went, well, I'm pretty sure I'm not. I'm going to take a shot at this, and I'm going to say it's the same time as it is inside. And of course, we had a good laugh. So of course, I had to, Skylar, guess what? I had to tell Skylar and Kayla. And it wasn't a half hour later. She said, you know what? That dryer gets really warm. No, that dryer, we got to call the maintenance and let them know that the dryer was getting warm. So, but yeah. Right now it
You're
is.
OG in the back dying right now.
Yeah, it's like
it's 9:08
if I make a mistake, I hear about it for days.
Oh, Skylar, you forgot about
what now?
You want some coffee?
Oh, the iced coffee. Iced coffee. And I can't say nothing about the bacon. I learned that most of the world does cook it the way you do, OG. So I didn't know. I can't say nothing about the bacon. I've been doing my research and I'm just shocked. I've never seen that. But I guess that's the difference of like where you grow, your location, who your parents are. You know what I'm saying? It's just like all the foster homes I went to cooked it one way. Where I grew up cooked it one way. How I cooked it.
Look what we got going on. Look what we got going. Brandon, it's 9:08. Cat, it's 9:08 here in Ohio. So, and here in Detroit, it is now 9:09, but inside. So, Brandon and Kat, what time is it outside in Ohio?
Hey, I have to say, you guys are all wrong. I'm looking at my phone. I'm looking at my computer monitors. It is 6:09 outside. So I don't know where you guys are located, but you guys are wrong.
God,
Nicole, I guarantee it's 6:09 right now.
Nicole's chiming in. It's 8 o'clock where Nicole is. Now we have to specify: is it inside or outside time, people? Because
that has to be an outside time for Nicole. Because I don't care where you're at in the country. If you're saying, okay, there you go, Nicole, you fixed it. I was about to say it ain't 8 o'clock for no one in this country right now. So I'm glad you fixed it, Nicole, and said 8:09.
Amber's got a 9:10. So we got to specify now. Are you talking inside or outside? And Amanda's chiming in 6:10.
Oregon, baby, let's go. Oregon.
All right.
Oh, did you see the Portland Trailblazers are selling the team? And they're selling it. I think it's no. They ain't leaving. Location ain't leaving. But supposedly Phil Knight is buying it but official reports have come out from because the owner, Paul Allen, I believe his name was, he owns the Seahawks and owns the Portland Trailblazers. Well, he died, and so his sister took over, Jody Allen, and she is selling the Portland Trailblazers, and supposedly the buyer is Phil Knight. What what that does? Think about it. Think how many recruits we get to the Oregon Ducks, college football, because Phil Knight does all the jerseys, does all that. That attracts star power. And on top of that, Phil Knight always said that he wants to buy the Portland Trailblazer, and if he does, he will pay all the luxury taxes out of his pocket to make sure that we're able to retain star players, able to get a little bit more salary budget. He will pay all the fines. He's not worried about fines. He will pay what he needs to keep the team together and things like that. So that is something that has been missing from the Trailblazers for a long time. I'm super excited because Jody Allen wasn't willing to do any of that. So if you in Portland, if you in Oregon, it might be a good time to be the Blazers for once.
Well, there you go. For all you people in Portland and basketball, you got it from the one and only Skylar Ray.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Yo, Amber says,
She's lost.
I am totally confused.
I'm-
Inside or outside? Nothing new, easily confused. Amber, I'm not sure if you heard the story that I don't know if you stepped away for a second, but when we were a month ago, when we were in our undisclosed location, we were sitting there talking, and OG looks over at me and she says, Manny, what time is it outside? She said, what time is it outside? And I said, well, I'm pretty sure it's the same time inside, but I'll go check with Skylar. And so that's why all this, it kind of just threw up in the air because it was OGism.
Yeah.
She comes up with these things just like with,
and he
did
catches
you know,
me every time.
Did you know that dryer, the clothes are really warm? And I said,
It's really
I
hot.
go, was the washer, were they wet? Did those clothes get wet? No. But then Skylar and OG were going to have coffee. And OG said, I'll make it. Well, that was an adventure because you've got the reservoir where you pour the water into, and then you put the pot underneath, you turn it on, and it brews.
I have a Keurig at home, just saying.
She's got that. She poured the water into where the filter goes.
Oh, God.
And it just obviously drove right through. I forgot, how did the ice come into play?
Because the refrigerator was,
that's right.
You could get water or ice, and I couldn't figure out how to get water
there's
in the refrigerator.
The fridge, you put your glass under for water or ice. So she went to
ice.
put water into the coffee pot.
Yeah.
Instead, she got ice. And to try to help her out, I said, you trying to make iced coffee? You got
to brew the coffee before you make iced coffee.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So that's why, Amber, it's not you.
I explained it to her.
Okay. Amber's got.
I meant to say what's the temperature.
There you
outside,
go.
Yeah.
See that,
Whatever.
Amber? We got you feeling. Oh, and Nicole. Nicole. That's cute. I love when my blonde kicks in. Oh, Nicole.
We're born that way.
Nicole, I'm glad to see you kind of giggling here a little bit, man. That's what it's all about.
Oh, we love you.
Yeah. And there was
just because there's assholes.
So
in the
just
world,
remember, man, when we ask for times now, we all have to specify, are we talking inside or outside times? Because they all change.
Yeah.
So next Wednesday, when we do my Music and Mayhem, we are going to go on at what time you want to go on? We'll do outside time next week.
We'll do outside time.
We'll figure it out.
And you guys, if you guys are watching, make sure you head to Manny's page. My pages are down for live.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Well, so be on the lookout for that, which means since I know this in advance, I will be sharing to my Skylar Davis page. I'll be sharing to my Skylar Ray group, everything like that. So you guys will probably still see it on my page, but it will be Manny's live. Make sure you guys jump in.
What did they say? What did you say? A month? Is that what they said? 1 month?
Bro, you know what's crazy? They tried to hit me. For all because I said the word of my drug of choice. Right? Yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna. But because I said it, and they tried to take away my monetization for a month, and they tried to make it where you couldn't run ads on my page. That would directly affect my job, or that would directly affect like my brand deals, right? So I was like, wrote him. I was like, you don't understand. Like, I get what you're talking about, and I get the severity of it, but understand no way, shape, or form was I promoting the word mentioned. I said I'm actually like a recovery advocate. I travel around and I actually help addicts in recovery stay clean and meet people and help them get clean and get them into treatment centers. I said that's the last thing I would be doing. I said, but but taking away like if you're gonna take away my monetization, that's one thing. I don't care. But like my brand deals, I was like, you're literally taking a chunk of financial like away from me. I was like, this affects a lot more than that. Like, there's got to be some lenience. Only time I got in trouble before was saying the word doggo.
And the thing is, and what's bullshit is you're talking to a freaking computer. You're not even talking to a person, man. That's what's bullshit about. That's why everyone loves technology and shit. You know,
it's crazy because look, it says AI or AI intelligence, whatever, right? It found out that this was a bad word that I used, and they thought it was promoting it. And so I go to dispute it, and it says, okay, we'll let our AI technology look at the review. Within 20 seconds, it came back denied. Nope.
Yeah,
nope.
exactly.
You didn't even read my message. Hold on a second. So I had to actually like contact Facebook support, and it was like, I'm cool with the restriction, but don't take away the ads because like that's how I pay bills. If you take that away, that takes money out of my mouth over something that like was misunderstood, you know?
Oh, it's ridiculous, man. That's why, I've made it very clear how I feel about this IT shit. This is great. It's great. It's great. This makes things better. Well, were they fine the way they were? Well, yeah, but like my old man, God bless him, God rest his soul. You know what? If it's not broke, don't fix it. And everything, but well, it's the good thing is it's going to be taken care of. So
it's okay. You just hang in there. You roll with the punches. You roll with the punches.
You know what? We got to put this.
Take a look at Brandon's
I'm flagged as a domestic terrorist with the FBI and everything now too because of Facebook.
Woo.
That I mean, that again, technology. Say one thing and it flags. It's not a person; it's a word, and then all of a sudden you are judged on a word that is taken so far out of content. But AI is wonderful. Technology is wonderful.
And I dispute it. And they're like, "Nope, you said it. You're flagged." And I'm like, "What happened? No, review it. Live agent.
Oh yeah. Oh, guys like me at for what I call AT&T. Well, what are you calling about? Talk to an agent or speak to an agent, please. Well, I am here to assist you. No, you're not. You were here to raise my blood pressure.
Customer service, please.
Speak to a customer service. Well, I need to know what. No, you don't understand what I'm saying, you asshole.
Hey, so it's the same thing with UPS. We had a big. It's funny because the orders that tend to like disappear are like the bigger orders that are like hundreds of dollars. And so somebody like a treatment center bought some stuff for me. Shout out to my people in Sandpoint, Idaho, right? And they bought a package for like drug court graduates and treatment graduates. And I sent out this order. And one thing I've learned is if USPS, United States Postal Service, if they lose a package, they don't care, right? Even like when I buy labels, it says they lose 1.7 million packages in the US every single day. So they try to get you to get protection. 1.7 million packages a day through USPS. But look, so it was lost, and they said that it was delivered Friday, and I told the person who bought it, I said, "We'll give it a day or two." USPS sometimes likes to mark it and say, "Oh, we dropped it off at this time," and then they'll drop it off 2-3 days later, right? Which doesn't help if it gets lost. And so I was calling Manny, and it's funny because I was saying live agent, and I just hear Kayla cackling in the back because every time I say it, I'm getting madder and madder. I was like, "Live agent!" I said live agent. I'm like, "Get me somebody on the phone." And they're like, "Oh, you still need to let them know what you're calling about." And I would like say it, and they're like, "Are you still there?" And I'm like, "Yes." And I walk them through the tracking number. It made me repeat it like 5 times the tracking number. Mind you, this is about like I don't know, 15 numbers that you got to like do in a row. And sometimes I get
Mhm.
numbers jumbled up when I'm reading big numbers. You know, so I'm saying it to them and then I get through it and then I'm like, live agent. They're like, we understand that, but we still have to know your tracking number. And it brings me back to the beginning. And I'm kind of like yelling at the phone and Kayla's just cackling in the back. She's in the other room and I'm just like, this is so stupid. But I got through and they found the package. Turns out they delivered it to a random store down the street 2 days ago. But it's
Oh,
funny because they always say that there's always like, oh well, like we don't make mistakes. But as soon as I file a case, because I have insurance on it, right? So as soon as they realize they're gonna have to replace this multi-$100 package that's coming out of their pocket,
Mhm.
they tracked down the substitute driver, found his route, got a hold of him, made him go to the store they on accident delivered to and delivered it to the right spot. But it's like that's why you have to call in. But the live agent thing, it kills me. I'm like,
oh,
why?
I absolutely hate it. And it just, and it's so funny because you start thinking that you're talking that they understand it. It's just like, so you're like, I said,
Yeah,
and you know what? There's probably somebody there monitoring something and just
that's
sitting
what
there going,
I think about that because you know when they transfer us to the agent, they hear me. I said live agent, just get somebody on the phone, and they pop
you
up, and I'm like,
son of
hello.
oh, they're probably just laughing there.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez, that makes me so mad. I had to do the same thing for. I was helping my dad file taxes. I was doing it for him over the phone, and I was filing taxes for him, and I didn't know. So I filed 2024 for him, and then he's like, "Oh, I didn't do 2023," and I was like, "Well, let's knock it out, pops." So we do that 2023, and then he's like, "Cool, I'm almost caught up. I just got to do 2022."
Oh,
And I'm like,
jeez.
oh, all right, pops, we'll do 2022. So just days and days of taxes. My dad's eyes are not that good, so he's running to the other room for his roommates to read numbers. He's getting a magnifying glass trying to read these numbers. My dad likes to talk, so in between things, when I'm trying to read to make sure I'm these questions, make sure I'm doing it right, he wants to tell me the same story I've heard 100 times. And I was just like, Pops, you gotta be quiet. If I'm silent, that means I'm reading and I'm trying to make sure this money goes to the right
Oh,
person and we don't
it
go to jail. So just
it
do this
drives
for a
me.
second. And so I find out like it kept airing out. I would complete his taxes 100%. And then it would tell me to log into like into it. And so I would do it and it would close it all the way out. Right. And I'm like, ah. So I go through this like 4 or 5 times, and each time's like an hour and a half with my dad. So I'm on the phone for like 10 hours just on 1 year. The first 2 years went good.
Oh my
And
god.
it finds out the software, because I had the CD disc that I got from Kayla's mom. And so she's like, oh, I got the software. So I go to use it. The software was outdated. And so it kept glitching up because it was outdated. But I spent hours on the phone with TurboTax. They've never seen the problem. I'm screen sharing with them. They're like, did any other agent get you past this? I was like, no. But every time you call in, you got to explain your problem. And it's like, we could email you resources and links. I'm like, no, live
Oh,
agent.
yeah. Yeah, and that you can do this online yourself. No, I can't, you jackass. That's what oh,
It's
but yeah, I'm with Nicole. I said that it's like and then the guy in the background's laughing. You know, we do have actually this just came up too, and this makes this was a post that will make everything better when dealing with agents and all that. This is something new. Okay, everybody, it says, what did the horse say after it tripped? Help, I've fallen and I can't giddy up. Yes, that means I did go to stupid ass dad jokes too. So, but that's what it reminded me of because while we're yelling at these son of a bitches, that's what someone's doing. They're just sitting there, just going to
listening
town.
in,
Like
listening in.
Nicole said, Nicole's just going, Agent, did you hear me? I said, Agent.
It is crazy.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
OG, I got one for you. What do pigs use to clean their rooms?
I don't know. What do they use?
Hogwash.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
good.
If you guys do
What?
not recall, I fire that dad joke off a few times because OG, when she was reading it from the paper one day, was
Yeah.
busted up hilarious over the hogwash. And
Oh,
so I
man.
try to keep that in the thing. Hey, two peanuts cross the street. and one got
Oh,
assaulted.
you froze up.
You froze. You froze.
No.
Gee,
Oh, he's gone.
you're
Oh, there
froze.
he is.
Yeah,
There we are.
yeah. You froze right when you said it, and OG goes peanut allergy.
No, okay,
Am-
okay.
And Amber
Two
says, "Oh
peanuts.
Lord, not the jokes."
Yes, the
Hey.
jokes.
2 peanuts crossed the street, and one was assaulted. Ooh.
Yep. Hey, come on, Amber.
All right.
Jump in. Jump
What
in.
do you call 10 rabbits walking backwards?
What?
A receding hairline.
Hey, let's go.
Why
LeBron
was
James was
Cinderella
about
so bad at soccer? She kept running away from the ball.
Oh.
Let's go.
Come on. Here.
Okay, Krista, what do you call a cow with no legs? What do you call it, Krista?
What?
I don't know. She
Ground
didn't give
beef.
us the answer. Ground beef.
Ground beef. Yes, it's time.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Where do polar bears keep their money? In a snowbank.
Snowbank,
Oh,
let's go, baby. Let's go.
man, my phone just said no. It won't let
Your
me.
phone said no.
Yeah, it said
All
you're not
right.
telling anymore.
All right. Well, how do you make an egg roll?
How?
You push it.
No.
Okay. Well, you know what? We gotta get.
Well,
we gotta finish packing. It's
Well,
9:30.
since we're talking about Amazon
time.
and UPS and everything, I do have one more that's actually regards Amazon, and that was I actually ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon.
A chicken
I'll
and an
let
egg.
you, I'll let you know what comes first.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, all right. You know what? We actually did pretty good because
We
we
did.
went our 7-ish started at 8:00
8-ish.
something ish, and it's now
9:20
well, it's 9:27 on the inside.
inside.
So we're not sure what time it is outside. Kat, you know what? Before we leave, though, definitely want to send big, huge shout out, prayers, thoughts, positive thoughts and prayers to you for your upcoming surgery, and for Nicole for everything
Pray
you got
for
going
Joe.
on, for Amber
Who's in the
for everything you
hospital
got
right
going on,
now.
for Joe, there's
Nestor.
a couple, Joe Nestor.
There's a lot of prayers on his page, so
There's-
something's up.
Yeah, I did something from Lori did post something from his wife actually.
Well,
And I
don't
see
say it.
Kalichi posted something as well. He didn't really get into the
Yeah.
details, but he posted something as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's just so it's everything.
We just send them love.
Yeah,
and
everything, it's out there. So, I'm
Thank you,
very,
Cousin
very
Tony. We're gonna have
careful
a safe
when
trip.
there's stuff being said, especially
Mhm.
on the internet, man. It's just like, yeah, I heard it from so and so, heard it from, and then, but this here, unfortunately, is
legit.
true. But
Yeah.
like I said, there's nothing here. Thank God, no one's posting reasons and all that. Let's just leave that alone.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, man, thoughts and prayers to all of us,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
to Joe, to Amber, to Nicole, to Kat, to all of us in this family, to Skylar, Kayla, Pound Cake, OG, Susie, the Wonder Dog,
Mhm.
all of us, man, we all need it, and it's all, we're all in this together, man. We are all one family. I love you guys, and we're here. We're here, and
And you guys reach out if you ever guys need someone to talk to. I know a lot of the
oh, you froze.
a lot of power.
Okay,
There,
oh,
am I
you're
back?
back.
Okay.
You're back.
So
You're back.
reach out, guys, if you need someone to talk to. I know a few powerful figures in the recovery scene have been going down lately. So just make sure you guys reach out if you ever need someone to talk to. Make sure you guys, check on your loved ones. You just never know what's going on. And tomorrow's not promised for any of us. So please reach out. I love you guys. Brandon, I will not forget.
Yeah, and it just goes to show you, man, it doesn't matter who you are, what you do. We are all we're people, man, and things happen.
Mhm.
And above all, man, don't judge, because right now we know there's so many haters in the world, and misery loves company. And we all know people and things have popped up where something negative will happen, and you got those people saying, see, I told you, didn't I tell you that I said this? I actually had my rant last night that I don't know if you guys saw, but it was one of those things where somebody was doing something, it just anyways, but people love to pile on, and you know what? Just let it go, man. You know, just
Good night, Amber.
we don't. There's enough hate in this damn world. You know what?
Mhm.
We're
You know
here
what's
for each
crazy
other.
yeah, keep going. Sorry, man. Keep going.
No. That's it. It's just we're like the saying goes. We're not here for a short time, man. We're here for a good time, man. Let's just take care of each other, man. Life's too short.
Absolutely, absolutely. Continue to lift everybody up. Check on your loved ones.
Yes.
And like you said, there's a lot of haters out there. I've had quite a bit of few people that I know, like even like in the Portland music community, because I really don't mess with anybody like that. You know what I'm saying? I keep to myself, and a lot of people get upset because they feel like I should be handing out opportunities
Mm.
to everybody. You know, when we're not even like friends or close. But I've heard so many people say like, "Oh, I wish Skylar would relapse. I wish Skylar would just," you know what I'm saying, overdose.
Really?
And all this different. I hear it quite a bit, and these are people that are not even in recovery, just saying it. You know what I'm saying? It's like the music
Yeah.
community there, but I get
Thank
people
you,
on the
Lori.
internet. Yeah, and it's people I know, and it's just like it's crazy that you would wish that upon somebody. Like you said, the
It's sick.
haters are. You know, a lot of people are like, "Oh, he's gonna relapse. He's gonna relapse. This is that because he's not in meetings. He's not doing that." And I was like, first of all, don't ever judge my recovery because I don't judge no one's recovery. But I can honestly say, besides coffee and my nicotine, uh, I'm 100% clean all the way, baby. And I don't judge nobody who has their own vices or things like that. I meet everybody where they're at, and I get it. I get it. But for
Mhm.
myself, I stay clean because it works for me. But check on your loved ones. Check on your loved ones. There's a lot of people that are preying on their downfall. So
Yeah, that's what drives me nuts, man. Is it starts with those ones, and even when someone's doing really good, you'll sit there and you'll compliment someone, say, "Man, look at this, so and so is doing so good now. They're working so hard." And sure as shit, you're gonna get that person who's gonna say, "Oh, it's not gonna last. Just wait. You just
yes,
wait." And after 6 months, you're gonna hear, "Yeah, but you just wait." After a year, 2 years, 5 years, and all of a sudden, God forbid, something does happen, they
yeah.
stumble. That same son of a bitch waited all this time just to go, "See, I told you. You guys didn't believe me, but I told you I was right." Being happy and proud about someone's misfortune. It's like, you know what?
It
The only
hurt.
thing I
It
got,
hurt.
it does,
I shared
man.
something with I was sharing with somebody who I considered, close to me. I'm not gonna judge him on his comment. Um, but I sent it and I felt like I was like and I told him the next day, I said, "Hey, I sat on it, man. I have to be honest with you. I felt like you slighted me, you put me down. I feel like we're close enough that I could tell you this, but I was pretty upset. I was in my head last night on what you replied to me. And then we've had a discussion. He told me, this stuff like that. But like I was sharing with him, because I always root him on in his career. I'm always there. Things like that. And I've even showed up to when he was winning awards and things like that. And I shared with him the fact that, like, hey, my page is taking off, it's doing really good. And he replied, "Good luck with your recovery. Likes and stuff isn't recovery, so best of luck with it." And I was like, what? I'm sharing like a career accomplishment. I'm not sure why that has to do with my recovery. But
That's
I
the
felt some
pure
type of
jealousy
way,
right there.
and I felt some type of way about it. I did have a good conversation with him the next day, and I'm happy he was able to talk to me about it. But I had to let him know. I was like, "Hey, I considered us close, or I consider us close." Like, and I shared something that was exciting in my life. Um, and I felt your reply was like putting me down. Like, what's my accomplishments have to do with recovery? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I
People,
see OG in the
man.
back. We can wrap it up, baby. I love
Yeah.
you. I
Yeah.
love you,
We do.
OG.
I mean, we really do
When
have to
people,
pack.
when people do that,
Yeah,
it's just out of jealousy. When you start
it
reaching
is.
that level, you know what?
Yeah,
The people that are really with you, that response would have been, "That's awesome, man. Keep going," all
yeah.
that, because you got that momentum and it's contagious. You want to be part of it. Not
You want
that
to be a
now this whoever it is, I mean, I don't want to know who it is, man, but something
yeah,
like that, the first hint of whatever, that's why
yeah.
we're all here to share this stuff. So yeah, we
Share
got
it.
that. But
Manny, you want
all
to take us
right,
out,
guys,
beautiful? OG, I
let's
love you,
do it,
by the way.
man.
I love you
You
too.
guys have a great night. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for putting up with my late tardiness, and thank you, Skylar, OG, Pound Cake, for making an appearance, and all of you guys. We're here for you, man.
Sending
Like Scott
prayers.
said, reach out. Prayers for each and every one of you who we mentioned. You're all in our thoughts. You're in our hearts and our thoughts all the time. We will be in touch throughout our time in New York. Until then, man, love you guys. Keep fighting the good fight. Oh, look at that. I caught it. I got the right intro and I got the exit. Look at this.
Addiction is not a death sentence.
You are now about to witness the greatest show on earth. Music in Mayhem. Music in Mayhem.
I'm Manny Vitale.
It's Skylar Ray, baby. This is Music in Mayhem.